Back to another market breakdown. Today is February 3rd, and right now we are looking at gold. So on the previous day, we actually closed bullish on today. So that's pretty good, especially coming off of this support level. So with us closing bullish on this day right here, right? Then what that can mean, especially because we're now above this 2% level. Like I said, we can get back above here, then that'll be above the 5,000 mark. Then that'll be a good sign of seeing price continue to push back up towards 6,000. So let's go to the 4 hour, and as you can see, we can see how price is pushing up in a nice little going towards like a little nice little trend going on so far. So it's gonna be very key on how we react right at the resistance. Like I said, this is not a resistance that price is currently at. Here you go. So this is a resistance that price is currently at right here. So it really depends on how, yeah. So it really depends on how this 4 hour candle really, the next couple, I guess you can say the next two 4 hour candle, how they close, to be honest. So if it closes very strong, going above 5,000, then that could be a good sign, seeing price continue to push up. And just as a reminder of seeing, you're going to drop this light. Yeah. So this right now, this is a resistance. And looking at yields actually came back up to equal highs, and you can see how price is constantly pushing back down. So it really just depends on what yields do. But right now, by this pushing down right here, that's actually good for gold. But the moment we break above here and start showing some strong momentum, then yeah, that'd be a clear sign that yield could be definitely pushing higher, which means won't be good for gold. So, but just gotta kind of see DXY. We can see on a daily, on DXY, we actually close kind of bearish actually. So we can see here on this resistance, we can see how price is right now at this resistance. We can see how price is pushing down. What you doing? So right now we are on this support level right here, right? So on DXY, right, US dollar, if price continue to push below here, then that'd be a clear sign of seeing DXY continue to go back in this direction of going down with the higher time frame, which is the weekly time frame. So, but if we do get above here, then that'll be a clear confirmation that price can continue to push back up eventually. Because right now on the weekly, we're still in this transition phase. For those who don't remember, we're still in this transition phase right here. So I mean, anything can really happen. So it just really depends on what we decide to do. So I'm still letting structure kind of play out instead of me just taking any kind of trade, to be honest. So, and personally, I only trade once a week, to be honest. I find one good trade. Sometimes I might hold that trade going to next week. It just really depends on when I catch it. If I catch it at the beginning of the week, 9-10, I'm about to get out of it early. Get out of it before the weekend. But if I catch it late in the week, then I hold it going to next week. So it really depends on how structure does. So let's see. And then UJ, we can see UJ, same thing. UJ is pushing up so far. We did close, not really bullish, but we kind of closed indecisive. So all that shows signs that it can really push back down. So the moment we break back below here, that'll be a clear sign to start seeing it start push back down. So other than that, that's kind of my input right now. But we do got a nice little bullish trend going on. So I mean, it could respect this and keep going up, but I always go off the daily. I mean, the weekly and daily. We're still bearish on the weekly, right? So this hasn't closed bullish. If this closed bullish for the week, then that'd be different. I'd be looking for next week to be bullish, but it hasn't happened yet. So we're still bearish regardless on the weekly, and we're on a daily we're more in the uptrend only because of how price pushed consecutive like this, strong back to back. So this is like an uptrend right here on the daily. So we got two different bias on UJ. So when I have two different bias, if my weekly and daily don't line up, then I'm not doing anything until that lines back up. So but right now we are more in an up momentum right now. We can see this definitely continue pushing more higher along, continue to respect these structures. But the moment it break below here, really below here, the moment it break back below here, then that'll be a clear sign to see this push back down. But anywhere around this range, then yeah, it can continue to still push back up. So, but we are overbought on the 4 hour. So I'm just continuing watching, see what it does. Let's see, and then that'll be it. So other than that, I'll see you on the next market breakdown. As always, make sure you know have proper risk management, stay disciplined, don't overtrade, control your emotions, and I will see you on the next market breakdown.